Happy Free Friday. Okay, guys, happy Free Friday, y'all. We made it to the weekend. We made it to the weekend. And guys, a whole week. Not just only we made it that the day is Friday, we about to celebrate self-care Saturday and Sunday fun day. But you know, God kept us all week. You know, we made it all week. Some of us, you know, we made it through some trials and tribulations and some storms. You know, we made it. So we got to give God almighty thanks for that. We still standing, we breathing, we still pushing. You know what I'm saying? We still got perseverance. We got it, guys. Even in the midst of trials and tribulations, we got to know, you know, that God is with us. We got to know that God already died to give us the power. We joint heirs. You know what I'm saying? If you're a Christian and a believer, you joint heir. You know what I'm saying? With the Holy Spirit and with God that's sovereign. So, you know, we got to just be glad and thankful in that, you know what I'm saying, in everything. So just be thankful, find some gratitude attitude, even in, I say, even if you're going through transition, you know, you're fighting your way out of a situation, you trying to improve, because we all fighting our way out, you know what I'm saying, we should be improving for better. I'm fighting my way out of situations. So, you know, I'm doing it through the help and grace of God. You know what I'm saying? Every day should be a good fight of faith. Every day should be, you should wake up ready for victory. You should wake up being victorious and feeling victorious. And how you do that, you got to pump yourself up and prime yourself up. You got to pump yourself up for the fight. That's just like I always reference the movie Creed. When you look at Creed and Rocky, you know, like how those people, like Sylvester Stallone, and what's the other guy name? What's the other dude name off of Creed? Our favorite actor. That I can't think right now. His name, is that Michael something? Yeah, him. So how they had to prime and prep themselves up to win the battle. How they had to condition themselves. That's how they was able to win. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing about us. If our joy is depleted. If our faith is depleted, if we on E, you know what I'm saying, we just don't have the resilience, we're not gonna be able to persevere. You gotta have strength to persevere. It's the same way in a physical fight. If you got a physical match, you about to fight, you got to have strength to be able to do. You can't fight and beat somebody up or win a match or anything if you lethargic, you don't have no energy, you sick, you ain't got your guard up, you can't win a fight like that. And that's the same way with warfare. When you're going through warfare, you know what I'm saying, the enemy on your track, you got stuff going on, you got to have that resilience. And how you get resilience is you got to, you know, put in some good stuff in. You got to pump that good word. You got to be around the positivity. You gotta pump yourself up. You got to pump yourself up. You gotta do things like profess life and death is in the power of the tongue. Start applying some application. We call it application. Not only just saying it, but you putting in forth the effort. You actually believe in it, that whatever it is, you know what I'm saying, you're going to like keep going. That's how you pump yourself up and prime yourself up. The same way for a physical fight. You know what I'm saying? Like how don't people like how a person a professional fighter or boxer, like how they got to go through so much training, dieting. Hi Tammy, you're new to my page. Thanks for watching. They got to do stuff. They got to mentally condition themselves, because if their opponent could be like a champion, they not beat plenty matches and stuff like that there. So you got to mentally prepare yourself, because if you saying to yourself, this person gonna beat me, I'm scared, you already defeated, because they got you in the mind. So people got to mentally prepare themselves. They got to physically prepare themselves. They got to spiritually and emotionally prepare themselves. Like Muhammad Ali. Was that him? that said he try to psych them people head out. He try to psych them up whenever he go through his boxing ring. He'll say like, I'm the greatest. He say little stuff to kind of get in their head. You know what I'm saying? So he try to play them mental mind games on his opponent. So that probably worked. You know what I'm saying? Because he now got, you know what I'm saying, in their head, like, I'm going to get you, I'm going to win this fight, I'm the greatest, and saying his little catchphrases. You know, so he already trying to get them mentally. He playing them mind games. And that's what the enemy does. You know what I'm saying? That's Muhammad Ali tactic, and that probably, you know, he not got him mentally, he not trained. So that's why he probably that probably helped him become a champion. Now, like with us, we gotta think about that's what the enemy does, try to get in your mind. He try to say, you know, you a loser, you defeated, and things like that. So you gotta think about that. So build up your emotional resilience, okay? So mature version of you. I'm gonna say these points. These are some things to help you become the mature version of yourself. We all like me, I see growth within myself. I can look at myself and say, you know what, I've grown and matured in that stuff that used to bother me. I know how to handle that stuff in a different way. Not saying it don't bother me, but I know how to approach it in a different way. I got strategy on how to deal with that stuff. So that's growth, like learning strategy. I'm applying something different. You know, changing your mind on like how you see and perceive things. So that's how you grow. You know what I'm saying? Like in order for things to change, you got to grow, okay? So putting away childish things, okay? Things that probably, you know, been like the 10-year version of you, 10 years ago version of you, that stuff don't serve purpose for today, 10 years later. A lot of times that stuff doesn't serve purpose. Stuff that you probably did back in high school, your early years, whatever, it don't serve purpose today. So putting away those childish things. Embodying more self-control. Whenever, you know, you come across conflict or whatever, or somebody's pushing those buttons, we call them hot buttons. You know, developing more self-control. Stop allowing everyone and everything to trigger you. Some people be so triggered, they'll see something on social media or something on TV, or they'll hear something in passing, they get mad, they trigger. That means you need to work on yourself. If everything triggering you, if nobody can speak their mind, nobody can be happy, nobody can show their success, nobody can say their opinion. People watch the news, they easily triggered by what's going on in Congress. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop. If that stuff is triggering you, it's some stuff you got to work on. Stop letting everything and everybody, every situation trigger you, okay? Grow mentally. Growing mentally, that means changing that mindset, changing the way you see things, thinking about different ways and stuff on how to get better with that. Growing mentally, growing spiritually. That's opening yourself up for peace. Open yourself up to have joy. Open yourself up to decrease anger. Doing something to decrease all that anger and all them other negative emotions that's causing you to crash out, that's causing you to jump off the handle. Growing spiritually, growing physically. Physical growth, that can mean, you know, probably exercising, you're doing something with your appearance. If something you don't like about yourself, you know what I'm saying, you might want to like lose weight. You might want to improve, you know what I'm saying, like your hygiene or whatever it is. That's physical. That's physical stuff. You know what I'm saying? Growing physically, bettering yourself, bettering if it's certain way you want to look or be perceived. Fixing that. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with like changing around some things. You know what I'm saying? Fixing yourself up to be more pleasant, to be more approachable. Sometimes people might need to change up the colors. They so used to like color schemes. Like you always wearing dark clothes all the time. Put on something inviting. Wear some light clothes. I know we getting into the fall part of the year. Do some orange and some burgundy. Where's your fall color? Your rustic colors. Burgundy, red, orange. Bring some life to your look. You know, try different lip color, y'all. I do lipstick. I have a lipstick line. Put on different colors. Try different stuff. I have a liquid matte line, by the way, self-advertising. I have a liquid matte lipstick line. I have on one of my colors today. This is it's avocado oil, paraben-free lip colors. Doing something with your appearance to be more approachable. When people see, smile more. When people see that you're approachable, they might deal with you better. Great morning, Joshua. Happy Friday. Like, appearance does matter, guys. You know, like if you fix yourself up, you feel good. You start to give off those approachable vibes. Okay, I can approach her. I can speak to her. Speak, smile. I know a lot of times if you go up north, people, they don't speak first or whatever. But we down, and you living in the southern, you down here in the south, South Carolina, North Carolina, what, Mississippi, what we got, Alabama, like that's southern states, Georgia. It's okay to, like, you can kind of, you know, do a friendly gesture, smile or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you, especially if y'all, you and a person got eye contact, if a person looking your way or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You can do that. I've gone out my way, like, say if I'm shopping, and say if I'm like at my local stores, like Walmart or whatever, and if I see something, somebody got something nice on, if they have like a cute hairstyle or whatever, I'll compliment them, like, hey, I like that on you. I like that color. That looks good. You know, compliment goes a long way. Okay, so grow physically. Work on your flaws. Back to what I was saying. You know what I'm saying? You got, like, if you know you want to lose weight, you want to, you know, improve physically, change up some color schemes on your wardrobe, things like that. You know, fix the things that you can change, stuff that you're not happy with. Maybe when you do that, you'll be happy with other people. Because whatever you're not fixing for yourself, it's going to come off like other people showing off. Other people, them people happy. Them people content what they got going on. They have a right to smile. They get their hair, they fix themselves up. They take pride in how they look. And that's your appearance. Like I say, that's energy. That's attracting. So do better, okay? Chill more, relax more. It's okay to sometimes stay home, watch a good TV show, or just go to the park or whatever. Just do some type of relaxation. Okay, chill more. Be happy for others. When you do the work, you can appreciate when other people look good, or other people, they're fixing themselves up, or whatever it is other people got going on. Because you're happy with yourself, okay? Forgive and let go. Forgiving and let go. Stop holding on to 10-year drama. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't relationships, that stuff ain't going nowhere. It's a bunch of, like, you say you're in a relationship and 10 years, it's still the same. It hasn't improved. If anything, it's getting worse. Think to yourself, should I be in this relationship? Everything is not of God. Like, a lot of people form relationships with people. They have kids with people. Them people, you know what I'm saying? Kids are a gift. But sometimes the people you have the kids with, sometimes y'all ain't supposed to be in no relationships. That's why it's a bunch of chaos and turmoil. Sometimes you got to rethink that. You got to think about, you know, and this is for the people you're dating. Take things slow with people. You know what I'm saying? If you're dating, you know, you can't always go by outer appearance, outer looks either. You know what I'm saying? Because that can be deceiving. Get to know people. Stop jumping in bed with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Get to know people. Learn them. You know, date for years before you open that door. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, once the kids come or whatever, that's adding on extra drama. So take time. You know, enjoy people, date people, go on double dates. It's good. Like, if you know what I'm saying, other people can see what you can't see. Like, if you're dating somebody, like, say you interested in somebody, invite a friend or cousin, y'all go on double date. Let y'all double date so everybody can kind of analyze and see. Because maybe you might be blinded by the beauty. You might be blinded by the guy's muscle. You might be blinded because the man got a nice car. The girl got a banging body. So you can't see flaws. You can't see what's going on. And then if you have an intercourse with these people, you definitely, y'all not soul ties. So you definitely can't see what's going on. Double date. It's good to double date so people can see what you can't see. Keep an open mind. You know what I'm saying? You want to decrease a lot of issues and stuff in life. You know what I'm saying? Those are things that people can practice. You know what I'm saying? Single people, those are things, you know what I'm saying? Like, work on goals. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm saying, you a high schooler or middle school or whatever, don't get caught up so much in romance. Work on your goals. You know, you probably, and even if you older, say you probably already like in adulthood, 20s, 30s, you don't have a mate right now. Finish your goals. Be 100. When y'all meet, that person should have 100%. You should have 100%. Whatever goals and stuff like that, focus on getting that stuff, you know, done, out the way. Get that stuff out the way. You know what I'm saying? Practice, live for success. Practice success. You know what I'm saying? I've seen, you know, like people say of a person, I'm gonna say they you got somebody, they're going to school probably to be like a lawyer or whatever, and they just focus on that. You know, they focus on career. They focus on passing the bar, going through school, because that's like a long process. That's like law school. That can be straight 6-7 years of school. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. Doctor, straight 8 years. Some people got to steady get it. Because bachelor's degree, that's 4 years. Master, that's an extra 2. That's 6. If you're going to be a doctor, that's probably another 3 years. That's you in school, but a good 8 years to get a PhD or doctorate. I know people go straight through. I'm focusing on it. So they are setting themselves up. So whenever they earn that PhD or whatever, that law degree, that medical MD degree or whatever, they in a position they can make a good salary. They got a lot of stuff that out the way. So now you can focus on, now I can find love. You know, a lot of times people put the wagon ahead of the horse. They be trying to get in a relationship. You ain't got the first thing first yet. You know, work on, I tell people, if you're watching, you young, well, even if you already kind of got some stuff under your belt, focus on your goals first. You know, time's the time, and now, you know, like we in a little mini inflation right now. So focus on goals. Get goals out the way before you focus on romance. You want to be able to be self-sufficient. You want to have your stuff together. And demand that. When you say you got all your ducks in a row, these people, you got to demand that from whoever trying to pursue you. Like, look, you got to bring something to the table. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not about to deplete me. I'm not doing that. You got to demand what you want. So that's how you start it. You know what I'm saying, y'all? Let's go. So the mature version of you, put away childish things, embody more self-control, stop allowing everything to trigger you. Grow mentally, grow spiritually, grow physically, work on your flaws, chill out more, be happy for others, forgive and let go. Guys, so this is my Free Friday. I'm going to go ahead and head off. Guys, I appreciate you for watching. Tammy, Josh, whoever's watching in the back, who's ever going to watch the replay. And y'all, if y'all watching in the back, please, y'all can say hi or something, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a friendly platform, you know what I'm saying? I speak truth sometimes. Sometimes, you know, if I want to say something truthful, I have fun over here, you can, you know what I'm saying? You can speak, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I like to know who's watching, you know what I'm saying? It's all about, you know, empowerment over here, having fun. We lifing together. Ain't nobody better than nobody. Because a lot of mistakes I made, that's why I'm sharing it. Nobody's better than nobody, I promise you. If like God, I'm going to tell you, it should be God first. God transform me. God change me. God help improve me. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's supposed to be. Like, that's how the mindset should be. So over here, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, I say things because I'm sharing, because these are some stuff that I've experienced. These are some things I've seen other people have gone through. Some stuff, I see stuff. So that's why I'm sharing. You know, each one teach one. So you can say hi when you come on the platform, okay? So I appreciate you guys for watching. Go back and check out my other content. You new to my page, Tammy. I do lifestyle blog, and I have a website, aprilblog.online, where I share like stories. I do one-on-one interviews. You know, I interview one-on-one interviews. I interview like business owners, people that got products. I do like an interview for them. They can talk about their product, or if a person want to share like a testimony, a personal story, You want the world to see how you overcome that. You trying to give advice and points on that. I do one-on-one interviews that way as well. So, you know, yeah, I interview everybody pretty much. So just hit me up if you want to do a one-on-one session interview, and I share it on all my platforms. So that's what I do. And also I have a beauty line, A&A Beauty Supplies LLC, where I have merchandise over there. I got mugs. I got totes for women. I got hair. I got to kind of revamp a lot of that stuff over there. So that's on stylesforme.org. So that's what I pretty much do in a nutshell. So I see y'all. Thanks for watching. And y'all have a happy Free Friday. You know what I'm saying? Maturity is king. Mature. Put away those childish things. Level up. God is about evolution. God is about growth. We should all be growing. We should all be evolving. You know what I'm saying? We should not be the same and stay the same and be complacent and be content in that stuff. We should be growing every day. And that's what I, try to practice. So I'm going to go ahead and head off. So appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. Happy Free Friday.